Hey everybody, Chuck Barone, Tuesday, November the 1st, 2022, and we're rounding into the home stretch on this year. What a fascinating year it's been, and we got just so much more as we ride off toward 2023 this year. Crazy times we're living in, guys. This is going to be a year to remember. It's going to be a year you'll tell your grandkids about. Crazy world, crazy stuff. Anyway, as always, we want to thank everybody for their support, watching the videos, questions, comments, likes, and shares. You guys rule, man. We couldn't do it without you. We love each and every one of you guys. Your support means the world to us. Markets today. Stock market down small. I think the market's kind of holding its breath. As we all know, tomorrow is Fed Day. And the Fed will be raising their interest rates 3/4 of a point. I think that's kind of even at this point, yawn, nobody cares. We already kind of figured that in. I think that everybody's waiting for St. Jerome's presser, where he'll be talking about future guidance. I think that he's going to try to keep his cards very close to his vest here. A lot of data today. We'll talk about that and what we think is going to happen at the presser tomorrow. Bond market today, prices up, bond yields down. 10-year, 4.05%, down 2 basis points, basically floating in place. This is interesting though. The 2-year today, or the 2-year today, up 7 basis points to 4.55. So we actually have now a half a point spread, where the 2-year is a half a point higher than the 10-year. That is a big spread, guys. I don't remember, spreads being that big in 2008. I could be mistaken there, but it just seems colossal to me. And I think a 2-year at 4.55 has got to be looking pretty attractive to fixed income people who've been seeing yields for a long time at 1%, or even some places even less. I think 4.5 and above, looking good. And I think after tomorrow, depending on how the presser goes, we might see a little more action to the upside on yields in the Treasury market. The dollar today, like everything else, basically flat. 111.51 on the index. Everything is all about the press conference and Jerome Powell's comments after the rate hike tomorrow. Metals had a decent day. Updated for metals today. Gold up $13.40, sitting at $1,648 per ounce. Silver up 44 cents to $19.68 per ounce. It's a good day considering the dollar holding its own still at these lofty levels. I think, and I've been saying, metals, it looks like want to have a little bit of a rally here. They're just looking for the dollar to kind of weaken a little for that rally. Looks like it may have started. We'll see how, again, tomorrow. Everything's all about tomorrow. Oil today actually up 2% to $88.25 for a barrel of West Texas Intermediate. Natural gas, the crazy market, down almost 8% today, $5.86 for the million BTU. It was up 10% yesterday, down 8% today. It's just been gyrating all over the place. Natural gas, the crazy market. Bitcoin up today, $59, $20,445, holding its own, holding its support, actually building some support there. I like the way Bitcoin's looking right now. News you guys need to hear. Okay, so the ISM index comes out, manufacturing index falling to 50.2 from 50.9. Small dip there, but staying in positive territory. What you want on this ISM index is anything above 50 signifies growth in manufacturing. Anything under 50, of course, is contraction of the industry. So it's still growing, although very small and very slow. This is just a further sign of the mixed signals we're getting from the economy. Even though it's down, it's still growing. Weird. How do if you're the Fed, how do you react to that? Also interesting, something else for the Fed to think about today. New report showing 10.7 million job openings in the U.S. right now, up 500,000 job openings from just last month. There's 1.85 jobs for every person looking for a job right now. So, now the funny thing is, with all these openings, I hear a lot about people applying in all kind of places and not getting any response whatsoever. I don't know if there's just like some kind of fishing expedition for only the very best prospects for companies, or what they're doing. Because you would think if there were that many job openings, they would be filling them and these numbers would be coming down. But the problem is, it makes this employment situation look unfavorable to these Fed governors, I'm sure. This is going to give them a little bit of pause if they're thinking about delivering a message on easing up on rates or pivoting. So I think that this data, timely, coming out today, right before, 10.7 million job openings. Also today, interesting news I was reading, this one's a little scary. The U.S. Treasury is saying that they will issue $550 billion in new government debt in the fourth quarter. I don't know who's going to suck up $550 billion worth of treasuries, but it's sad to me that they have to borrow this money now at these new rates. This is going to saddle the government with more debt, bigger payments, less money to spend on stuff we really need, and they're going to just borrow that money and add more to these payments. $550 billion in the fourth quarter. Deficits over $2 trillion these days. Not great, guys. I was reading, in contrast to that, I was reading that consumers still have $1.7 trillion in excess savings from the pandemic. Now, excess savings is what they call they balance what the normal savings rate would be for a consumer, and this savings is in excess of what would normally get saved. People still holding on to some of their stim money, some of these enhanced unemployment benefits, people were banking money. So 1.7 trillion sitting on the sidelines in savings, giving consumers a little bit of a cushion. I think that's why we haven't seen marching in the streets so much yet. That is down, though. It peaked at 2.3 trillion. Okay, so we're down 600 billion. So they're little by little going through these excess savings. It was just a stunning number to me. What I've been reading about the U.S. savings rate has not been real positive. So to hear that there's that much money sitting in excess savings was kind of a surprise to me today. The real news today is all about tomorrow. Fed Day tomorrow. They're having their meetings starting today. I haven't seen anything trickling out about anything they're saying. Tomorrow we'll have Powell. It's a big day. I'm sure they're going to be, if you could listen with a magnifying glass, that's what they're going to do. Literally taking apart every single word that he says tomorrow for any hint whatsoever about what's going to happen in December, because the markets are kind of betting, the consensus has been a 0.5 point in December. Now the market's kind of thinking they might come with another 3 quarters in December, which would make it a little bit easier for them to reach their target at 5%. Right now sitting at 3.75 to 4, I'm telling you it's 3.85. They raised this 3 quarters. Well, wait a minute. Sorry. These numbers jumble around, but by the end of the day tomorrow, 0.75 of a point increase coming. We'll see it's not even about the increase anymore, as I've been saying. It's all about the comments and, what's going to happen after the increase is announced. I can't wait to see it, guys. It's going to be a fascinating day in the markets tomorrow. Depending on the interpretation, we could have a monster day in the stock market. The bond market could rally like crazy. The dollar could skyrocket. There's just all kind of variables depending on 1 or 2 little words in his commentary. And lastly, to close the day, Today is 1 week until Election Day. Midterms 1 week from today. It doesn't matter what team you're on, guys. Red team, blue team, or you're like me, an equal opportunity hater. I hate them both. I think they're both full of crap, as you know. I think not a one of them cares a bit about working people. But nonetheless, it's our civic responsibility to get out there and vote. So make sure you do your homework. May the best man or women win. Doesn't matter party, guys. Vote for the best candidate. Try not to do this tribal crap. You know, I mean, I know a Democrat is going to have difficulty voting for a Republican. I know a Republican is going to have difficulty voting for a Democrat. Put that to the side, man. We need the best people in these offices we possibly can get. We appreciate everything you guys do for the channel. You know, we're coming up on almost 5 months in existence here. It'll be 5 months in November here. Exciting stuff for us. We hope you appreciate what we're doing. We've got to have a big day tomorrow. I can't wait to get and talk with you guys about it. Until we talk then, take care.